Good morning, and thank you for tuning into the channel. Right now I'm going over the tip of the day and the 10 fitness commandments, and right now we're on part 5. Part 5 being consistency. Definition of consistency: conformity in application of something. Typically that means that which is necessary for sake of logic, accuracy, and fairness. The achievement of the level of performance that does not vary greatly in quality over time. Adherence to the same principles, course, or form. Consistency builds momentum and develops routine. Demonstrating a high level of integrity, honesty, loyalty, and respect in all situations with all people. Faith, core values, and consistency should form you a strong foundation. 6 things that I just wanted to elaborate on that I'm consistent on in my life today is my faith and walk with God. I make sure every single day when I wake up that I hit my knees right away. I thank God for that. He has woken me up another day, for that He brought me through any struggles that I went through the night before, and that I have a fresh restart in the morning. Then I pray and thank Him for all the things that I'm grateful for, ever reminding me of where I was to where I'm at today. And then I go through my prayer chain of all the people that I have that I pray for on a daily basis. Once I complete that, then I just ask Him for strength and wisdom, and to be able to just continue what it is that He has planned for me. And right now what He has planned for me is to do a daily devotion, which I've just started doing through YouTube, and then also doing a tip of the day, which I'm doing now through YouTube. These are things where I'm using a social media platform to be able to reach people in a way that I didn't think I'd be able to before. And this is definitely not of me. This is God's calling on me, because for me it's just easy to sleep in every single morning and go right to work. But I know that as much as this might benefit somebody else, it benefits me, because it keeps me focused and grounded. It also gives me a firm foundation for the day to be able to take on any obstacles, to be able to make it through the work day, to be able to stay consistent with my workouts and my nutrition, and just stay consistent in my relationships with people. So faith is huge. I read the word after I pray, before I do the daily devotion and do the tip of the day, and I let it resonate in my heart a little bit before I expound on it. I put deep thought into it. I make sure that I totally understand what God's trying to show me in this moment. And there could be another day somewhere down the road where I read the same exact scripture and I just have a different interpretation for the different season that I'm going through. That's the beauty of reading the living word. It'll always be applicable for what is going on within your life in that time, in that season. The second thing that consistency helps me with is work. I'm a dependable, reliable, hardworking employee that doesn't miss work, that shows up on time, that gives 110% when I'm there, and produces good labor for someone, and I can be trusted. Like I said, it was a little over 3 years ago where I couldn't be trusted with anything. And today, my boss has no problem giving me the company credit card to go pick up materials that we need, giving me the gas card to go fuel up a truck, just leaving me for, days at a time, countless hours on a site, and just the trust that he has within me that I'm going to follow through and do what he's asked me to do and not have to be micromanaged on a different level. That's what I'm talking about when it comes to consistency, being reliable, dependable, being a person that is putting hard workmanship and expressing gratitude for being trusted in these things, because I couldn't be trusted with $5 before. So it's just remarkable of where God has taken me today and allowed these areas of my life where I'm able to grow. Third thing for me is relationships. Today, I have to be consistent in my relationships. I have to know when I'm not applying myself as much as I should be, when I need to listen more, when I need to love more, when I need to take a step back and evaluate what's going on in my life and why a relationship might be lacking. the biggest thing is I just need to show gratitude for those that have been there for me and those that continue to stay there for me, and just to be able to grow deeper into a relationship with my loved ones, especially my children. This is just a beautiful thing that God has given me. And it's about consistency. It's about showing up when you say you're going to show up. It's about being there when you say you're going to be there. And it's about follow through and action. Sorry and being unreliable doesn't mean anything when it comes to a relationship. It'll actually tear the relationship apart. And my biggest relationship that I have today is with God. I keep that in the forefront. Love God with all my heart, and everything else comes behind that. It doesn't matter if it's my mother, father, or my children. I have to love God first over them. Otherwise, I'll lose what I have. For me, consistency, also an area where I find myself consistent today, is fellowship. I have a home group in Narcotics Anonymous. I have a home group, faith-based ministry group called HIM on Sunday. I have a church that I have called my home that I'm active in every Sunday for worship. I partake in Bible studies through this church, and I also make sure that I'm there early, and I try to stay late if I can on these occasions to be able to fellowship with the people there, the people that are trying to do the same thing I am, to just be a better version of themselves, and to be able to serve God, and to be able to find answers for our struggles. And fellowship with other people and human interaction is a beautiful thing that can't be replaced, especially when it's genuine, especially when people rely on you and you rely on people, and that's how it works. Like one day you'll be going in to one of these circumstances struggling, or places struggling, and the next time you'll be that light that helps somebody else that's struggling. So fellowship to me is really important, not just for helping myself but helping others. Nutrition, consistency with nutrition. I don't deviate today from what is healthy for my body. I drink the same amount of water every single day, 2.5 gallons. I eat the same amount of chicken every single day, which is about 2.5 pounds of chicken. I eat the same amount of rice every single day, which is 4 or 5 servings of 70 grams of rice. I eat the same amount of tuna fish or white fish or salmon every day, which is 6 to 8 ounces of salmon. I eat the same amount of fruit every single day, same amount of oatmeal every single day. I don't deviate from the plan, and my plan may change weekly and may change daily, but once I have a plan that is in order and I have a plan that I'm trying to stick to, I don't deviate from that. I stay consistent with it. And that's the only way to see true changes in your health, true changes in your weight, true changes in building muscle. So for me, nutrition is huge. It's the hardest thing I've been able to apply when it comes to health and fitness. And now that I've been able to do it on a different level and have a better understanding of how important it is, I'm actually afraid to deviate from it. When I have a cheat meal, my cheat meal might be a steak and cheese with mushrooms, onions, and peppers, and most people might look at that as a healthy meal, but for me, like that's deviating from the plan. So, but I don't deviate from the plan unless I have a prerequisite of it, where I'm choosing to do that ahead of time, and I pack a cooler wherever I go, because I eat every 2.5, 3 hours minimal. That's what helps me stay consistent, being prepared. And then the sixth thing that I'm also consistent in is exercise. Although exercise to me is number 10 out of all the 10 commandments, because there's so many more things that are more important than exercise. There's 24 hours in a day. You might exercise 45 minutes or up to 3 hours a day. What are you doing with those other 23 to 21 hours in your day? That's where the nutrition comes into play. That's where supplementation comes into play. That's where hydration comes into play. That's where rest comes into play. And for me, exercise is huge. It's a stress reliever. It's a strength builder. It produces longevity. It endures. It helps with health. It just makes you feel good. It's a good release. but it also just helps you meet your goals and achieve them faster. It speeds the process up if you're trying to lose weight, or if you're trying to build muscle, or if you're trying to become cut, or whatever your goal is. There's all different forms of exercise. For me, like, I'm choosing to do bodybuilding and strength training, and I exercise 5 to 6 days a week. 5 days I lift weights, 6 days I do cardio, and 5 to 6 days I do abs. This is what's helped me in staying consistent, and I don't miss a workout unless I'm deathly sick. I've missed one workout in the past year and a half out of the workouts that I've had planned ahead of time. And that's just because I physically couldn't get myself to the gym, and it would have been selfish for me to go to the gym and possibly get others sick. So consistency. Once you have something in your routine and in your schedule that has become a character builder that you have built momentum on, it is easy to maintain that. But then you got to get to a level where you want to continue to better yourself and not plateau and stay at the same, but moving forward is the mindset that you need to keep. So for me, consistency is huge. This is part 5 of the 10 fitness commandments. And if you like this video, just hit the like button, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, and tune in for part 6 tomorrow. Everybody have a great day.